What's up YouTube, it's your boy Dirty Dave. In this video I'm going to be doing an operator guide for Maverick. As always, I'm going to have timestamps in the comments so you guys can just skip around and watch what you want to watch. So starting off with this loadout, he has two solid primaries, his DMR, the AR-1550 cal, and his assault rifle, the M4. At the end of the day, I'm going to have to give the edge to the M4 just because his ability forces him to play up close and personal, because his blowtorch barely has any range. You have to be right up on the wall to use it, so you're going to end up in a lot of close range gunfights. So with DMRs, they're not good at close range, they're suited for long range, and that's why I give the edge to the M4. I do think it is better than the average since it's easier to trigger finger, so you're gonna end up shooting faster than most DMRs, and its damage is on par, so your time to kill is gonna be faster than most DMRs in my opinion, but it does have a smaller magazine at 10 rounds instead of 20. So with this M4, I definitely do think it's above average with a average damage at 44 for assault rifles, but definitely above average fire rate at 750. I think Thermite's is 650 fire rate and IQ's Commando's 690 fire rate. So yeah, 750, that's a solid boost. So going to the attachments, since he's going to be ending up in a lot of close range gunfights, I do recommend a one-time sight, but ACOG is always a solid choice. So with his muzzle attachments, I prefer compensator because I'm more of a spray and pray type player, but that's up to you. I do think compensator is the best attachment for him. But Maverick is probably the only operator that I do recommend using a silencer for because his gadget is silent, so it suits his style and being a silent operator flanker. So suppressor is a good choice. Now, going to his grip attachment, I like vertical grip because to be honest, for me, his recoil is a little bit harder to control than Buck's, so I like vertical grip, but if you can handle it, definitely use angle grip. So kind of going with a little bit of play style, like if you want to go more fragger heavy and getting kills, I would go compensator and angle grip, and if you want to go slower plays, more methodical and go with his play style, I would go vertical grip and suppressor. So that's your choice. In laser, it's your preference. So he only has one secondary. Now gadgets, they're definitely situational. If you're going to go more frag hungry, if you're going to go with that angled compensator setup, definitely take stuns because you're going to be up close, you're getting a lot of gunfights. But if you're going to be trying to open up walls, create lines of sight, your gadgets can leave you vulnerable, so you want something to watch your back, so you should use the Claymore. So that's it for his loadout, and let's go over his playstyle. With Maverick's playstyle, even though he can open up reinforced walls, he's not a true hard breacher. He's a hard breacher in the same sense that Blackbeard is a soft breacher. Blackbeard can have breaching charges, but when you need a soft breacher, you go Buck or Sledge, not Blackbeard. And when you need a hard breacher, you're going to need to take Cabana and Thermite. Too many times do I see people just take Maverick as a hard breacher. He's not enough. He's a flanker. That is his playstyle. He's a flanker. And you can't call him a hard breacher when it takes majority of his ammunition, his fuel to open up a hatch. Just check this out. It takes 4 out of 5 canisters to open up a reinforced hatch. That's a joke. That's a complete waste. So if you need to open up hatches, you definitely got to take up Habana. Going through reinforced walls though, it's not that bad. It's actually the same pace. So right here you can see it took 4 canisters and then it broke. It finally broke. So here on a regular hatch, it breaks pretty easy, pretty fast. So that's solid. So right here you can see on walls it cuts through at the same pace. So right there through soft wall and reinforced wall, pretty solid. So right here I'm showing you guys the range. So you know you're close enough to blowtorch a wall when you see the crosshairs close. So you can see them as I'm moving back and forth. You can see it close and open. So it's open, it doesn't hit the wall. It's closed, it hits the wall. So right here I'm showing you guys how to cut through walls. So right here, this is a crouchable hole. So the best thing to do is a circle, and it needs to take all your fuel. Like the circle needs to be big enough to take all your fuel, but it's also that's pretty hard. So it definitely takes some practice. You know, you're not gonna know how to do it just from watching me do it. You definitely need to go in a custom game and practice it yourself. So then right here, this is a crawl hole or prone hole. So right here, I'm just lining it up. I want to get as far as possible because you have more of a view. It's easier to move around than up close. You have to move around a bit more. I didn't use my fuel at the best right there, but we got through the hole. So then you can also reach ceilings from below. So say there's a mirror and you don't have a soft breacher like a Buck below, you can use his blowtorch, especially since it's silent. You might get an easy kill off it. And then right here, this is me doing a claymore trick, so you can place a claymore on a wall and then just make a hole on one of the lasers. Only do one because it'll be more obvious, and it sticks out and you can just catch enemy off guard. You know, it's pretty solid, sticks out pretty far, so if anyone walks by the wall, that's an easy kill. So right here I'm showing you guys how to use it on barbed wire, or not how to use it, but how much fuel it takes. It takes about 60% of the fuel, so it's definitely not worth using it on barbed wire. It's a waste. You're better off punching it. And then going with other equipment or gadgets like deployable shields, it's an easy one tap. But going with other equipment like Maestros, Frost Match, Jaeger, Evil Eyes, ADSs and whatnot, it's all a one tap, just like deployable shields. It's all a quick one tap, everything. So right here, he is a flanker and he's silent. So this is how you want to use him on barricades. So you can get through a barricade perfectly silently. The barricade doesn't make any breaking noise like you do when you punch it. So it's pretty great. Right here I'm going through a crouch, so watch how I use it. If you guys want to know exactly how I do it, I do have a barricade tips and tricks guide that I'll definitely leave at the end of the video. But that's it for this guide. Thank you guys so much. So if you enjoyed the video, please do like, and if you want more Dirty Dave, subscribe. Till then, see you guys next time.